Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for 2020. So this is for your love life in 2020. I hope you enjoy the aesthetic of this video. So we have here group 1, group 2 and group 3. So I have 3 readings here. If you're new to pick a card readings, whichever one you feel most drawn to is most likely going to be the reading for you. So there are 3 readings that are going to take place in the course of this video. And the timestamps for each of these readings will be in the description box. So once you've made your decision, you can go to the description box of my video, which is down below, and you can click on the timestamp and it will take you straight to your reading, which will answer the question for your love life in 2020 and what it looks like and what you can expect. So everything is going to be down there. I do also want to mention that if you would like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below since I do a giveaway every single month. Thank you so much for all of the love and support on my channel. It genuinely means so much to me. I have so much gratitude every single day when I wake up for it. And I also do want to mention that if you would like to purchase a private paid reading, information for that will also be down below as well. They are done within 24 to 48 hours. The last thing I want to mention is that my bracelets are on Etsy, so they are intention bracelets which are handmade by me. And they are meditated with, they are saged, they are there to remove obstacles and challenges in different areas of your life. So this one here, this blue, yellow and white one, is a 2020 energy bracelet. It is a brand new addition to the Etsy shop, so if you are interested in it, do check it out. You can click on the Etsy shop link in the description box. It will take you straight to my Etsy. You can also check out the reviews. All my bracelets start from just £3 with free international shipping, and there are lots of bracelets on my Etsy from career, love, twin flame, soulmate, finance, wealth, boosting those areas, to meditation and anxiety. So there's just a lot of different bracelets on there for those. So let's get started with this reading and see what comes through. So we have group 1, 2 and 3. I am first of all going to start with group number 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the other groups out of the way, including these grapes, which they're not actually real, but they're so beautiful. Very fruity. Alright, group number 1, let's have a look and see what is coming for you in 2020 in regards to your love life and what I can pick up. Okay, so this is what your love life is going to look like in 2020. So let's move the 1 out of the way. So the cards that I'm using for this reading will be in the description box below, although I think I could tell you. This is Everyday Tarot. This is from the game which is called Trust Me I'm Psychic, and then we also have the Art Oracle cards as well. Okay, so I'm going to start first of all with the Art Oracle card. So we have here, and I'm going to botch this, I already know that I'm going to mess this name up, Algerio Boetti, a very well-known artist. So it says here, know who you aren't. Find clarity in clutter. And there's more than one way to read a map. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful message. Okay, so very well known for, his work, and a lot of it includes, travel, and that's very much so the kind of work that he does. And so what this is really showing is that there's more than one ways to read a map. There's more than one ways to read a person. There are more than one way. Your love life is definitely going to be something that is going to take you places. It's going to make you feel lots of different things. So there's a lot coming, essentially, is what this means. Okay, the other thing also is that know who you aren't. So basically this is saying know who you are and also know who you aren't. This is about you not bending to certain rules or bending certain things that perhaps wouldn't suit you. So for example, having boundaries, and if someone isn't treating you the right way, this is really about you being like, no, I deserve this, and really protecting yourself at the same time. Just know who you aren't. That's also very important, knowing who you are, but also knowing who you aren't, and finding clarity when things are challenging or when things are difficult or when things are just crazy. Finding clarity in situations like that, I feel, is going to be very important for you in 2020, and it's something that I really do see you finding in 2020. So if you feel in regards to your relationships and your love life, things are just a little bit all over the place, This is about you having epiphanies, you finding that clarity, you just knowing who you aren't at the same time. And this really allows you to read things very, very clearly in relationships. So in 2020, you're going to be able to really find yourself. You're going to be able to know who you are and know who you aren't at the same time. You will find clarity in certain situations. You're not going to be afraid to be you. I think that's amazing because that will allow you to find the right person. And if you're already with someone, this allows you to be more of yourself. That's what I'm seeing. Now, in regards to this card, as I'm midway losing my voice, I'm also seeing there's quite a bit of travel in regards to love as well. So you might find that, you meet someone or you go traveling, or perhaps you go traveling and you meet someone, okay? So for those of you that are single, it could be that you go somewhere traveling and you meet someone, or you're already with someone and you go traveling to a new destination, or perhaps it could be local. Travel doesn't have to be distance, but that's what I'm just seeing. I'm just seeing travel that's coming up in regards to you and love, okay? Could even be that some of you who are married are going on a honeymoon. Okay, so there's quite a bit of that coming through. Just a sense of adventure. And then we have this card right here, which is the Chariot. So Chariot also indicates travel. There we go. Okay, so travel is definitely something that's coming through very, very strong for 2020 in regards to love, and I really do see it as a very positive thing. It's like a sense of adventure, it's a sense of joy, sense of happiness, and it's just really a beautiful, beautiful energy that just goes above and beyond. We also have the World card, which is this beautiful sense of, things really coming together, sense of joy, sense of happiness, you feeling very satisfied and very balanced, feeling like you're on top of the world. So there's definitely a lot of joy that's coming through in regards to love. But the World card is also about having healthy boundaries. Okay, so make sure you're being treated the way that you want to be treated. That is very, very important. And if you find that you're not being treated the way you want to be treated, there is always another fish in that sea. Trust me. So, that's what I'm seeing here. And then we also have here this beautiful Strength card. So these cards here have a lot of different words written at the bottom of them. So we have here, on this particular card of the Chariot, we have here chariot, horse, wheel, warrior, sword, lots of different words on here. And then we have on here, woman, lion, lamb, sheep. So it's got lots of different words on there. Okay, you can always pause this video. You might find that there may be a word that represents or resonates with your situation specifically, but, I am specifically reading the cards in relation to the question. So I'm also seeing that you will be very, very strong in 2020 in regards to your love life. Things are really coming together, but at the same time, this is very much so about you. This is about you finding you and you being strong within your own energy, taming your fears, having boundaries, putting in boundaries. I mean, this is strong, very, very strong. This is about you getting to know yourself, which is very, very important. Okay, 7 of Cups, dreams, dreams and fantasies, and really you knowing what you want in life and not settling for anything less. You have a wish, right? You have a wish. 9 of Cups is about a wish. This wish can come true so long as you know who you aren't and you know who you are, and you're able to find clarity, which we have here with the Ace of Swords. If you're able to find clarity, then you can very much so achieve what you want, in regards to love in 2020, which can be to do with the long term. What I'm seeing here is that things really are coming together for you so long as you're focusing a lot inwards, you're focusing on yourself. I'm also seeing in regards to love that there is someone coming through here, but there's so much more potential for it to work the more you know yourself. The more you know you, the more things can really open up in this connection and flourish, which I think is beautiful. We like things to flourish, we like things to grow, that's for sure. So this is really what I am seeing for you, and this is your reading group number 1. So I'm seeing things really coming together in regards to your love life, but first of all, it starts with you. And the minute you work on you, the more clarity you gain, the more things open up for you, the more you feel good within yourself, and that also represents, how you just feel in general. And how you feel your love life is, because it always starts from within you. If you feel really rubbish on a day-to-day basis, then that will also impact your love life and it won't feel as great. The more you feel excited and open, even in regards to yourself, the more you will also, that will also reflect as well in your love life as well, and other areas of your life. So group number 1, this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If this resonates with your situation, of course, or if you have any comments, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to check out that description box as well, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And we are now going to move on to the next group. Alright, group number 2, this is going to be a reading for you. Your love life in 2020. Let's have a look, see what's coming, what's going on, what advice I can give you. I'm going to move the number 2 out of the way. So we have cards from the Everyday Tarot, the board game, which is called Trust Me, I'm Psychic, and the Art Oracle cards, which is right at the bottom. So the theme of this particular reading was very purple and gold. So let's have a look. So we have here, actually I'm going to start first of all with this Art Oracle. We have here Pierre Mondrian, very well-known artist. Okay, so it says here, logic should come from the heart. True simplicity takes a lot of concentration. And then it says, find utopia in a straight line. So this is about reading between the lines, and also it is about really, simple things can take a lot of concentration. It may not be as simple as you expect it. So even in regards to love, people always say, the right love will be effortless, it will be just very simple. It's not always simple. Even marriage is not easy. Even if you find that it's with just the right person, it's going to be challenging. It's not going to be that simple. Things in life are not always as simple as they may seem. That goes for love as well. Okay, so it's showing that true simplicity takes a lot of concentration. Your love life will also take a lot of concentration. Even if it's with someone that you feel is just, a very simple, easygoing person, it's hard work regardless. I'm sorry if that, is just a bit too much for you, or it feels a bit too intense, but it's true. It does, you have to work both ways, and, there will be a challenge at some point, even in a relationship. So it is going to take a lot of focus, a lot of dedication, and a lot of concentration. Love is very much so present in 2020 for you. That is what I'm seeing. And I really do see, just like this very iconic piece of art, I'm sure you've seen it somewhere. It's very simple, right? But it fits. It fits somehow, and it has impact. And that is what your connection to me really represents. So if you're single, there is someone that comes in where things just fit, okay? And it has impact. If you're with someone, very, very again, I feel a very similar kind of energy and connection, but also that it is still a work in progress. There is still, it's not easy. There's still, more, and two of you have to compromise as well. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing with this particular card. I am seeing progression though with this, but I am seeing that, as easy as connections may seem, they are not always easy, right? It's always a work in progress. High Priestess. Actually, let's put these up here. High Priestess, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. So we've got the 6 to the 7, which shows growth in this connection. And then with these cards here, we have got the Magician. Okay, Magician. And there's little words here that just describe what's actually in the card as well. We have got here the Hanged Man. I love these illustrations, so bright and so colourful. I also feel, right, that your love life in 2020 is going to be very bright and very colourful. And then we also have the 2 of Cups. Look at that, 2 of Cups. So, with that being said, I really do feel and sense very, very, very strongly that your love life in 2020 is really going to open up and be very strong. The Magician here shows that need and that work in progress that I saw before, that this is something that takes time, it's something that is just a constant, but it also shows things progressing, it shows things manifesting, it shows things changing and developing. And also with the Hanged Man, it shows, the connection awakening, it getting stronger, a sense of peace, a sense of happiness, and also the law of attraction is coming through very, very strong. With the Two of Cups as well, this really does represent love and joy and happiness and equal and mutual connection, not one-sided. It's also showing a very divine connection, so it's showing a spiritual connection, which is also showing through with the Hanged Man. So it's really showing, soulmate, twin flame, past life relationship flourishing in 2020, whether you're with this person or whether it's a new person that you meet. So it's really showing a lot growing. We see so much nature in these cards, which also represents the word that I just used, which is growing. So that's really what I'm seeing. There's a lot manifesting, there's a lot happening, and it just will feel very effortless, but it will always be a work in progress. That's what this card is also representing as well. It will feel great, peaceful, it will feel very romantic and exciting, but it is always a work in progress. There will always be things that the two of you constantly have to work on. The High Priestess here is showing your intuition being very, very strong in 2020 to make decisions in regards to your love life. Very strong. Six of Pentacles here, mutual and equal relationship. Very, very connected to one another, but also supporting one another, which comes across here as well. And the Six of Pentacles also represents something that is mutual, not one-sided, and then it growing, the connection really growing, two of you really thinking about things and wanting things to most likely progress to that next level. So that's what I'm seeing for 2020, is there's a lot of things opening up for you in regards to love in 2020. There's a lot of progress. There's just this really beautiful energy of things coming together, things progressing, and you feeling very, very strong with how things are going. So that is what I'm seeing with this particular reading, is that things are just growing and flowing and looking good. They are. It is very much so looking good. And there's growth here for sure, and a really beautiful connection, a very, very beautiful connection of things just really opening up. So group number 2, this is your reading. It looks to be a very balanced and nice year for you in regards to love, and that's what I'm seeing. So if this reading resonates with you, or if you have any comments, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below if you're interested in all of those things that I mentioned as well. And I am now going to move on to group number 3. So I will see you all very soon. Take care, everyone. All right, group number 3. This is your reading. So, your love life in 2020, right? 2020, wow. So I'm going to move the 3 out of the way. We have here the Everyday Tarot cards, which is the first cards that I have. We also have from the board game, Trust Me, I'm Psychic, which is actually upside down. So that's those cards. And then we also have the Art Oracle cards as well. So I'm going to read this card first. Wow. Vincent van Gogh. It's very interesting that this card came out actually, because there's a lot of artists in this particular deck, and this is a little bit off topic, but I don't know if anyone has seen the BuzzFeed Unsolved series on YouTube. I'm not paid to say any of this, by the way, but I was just, watching it, and it's very, very interesting, and I really like his work a lot. And I also went to go see his exhibition at the V&A in London. It was, no, it was not the V&A in London, it was the Tate. Oh my god. How embarrassing, I don't even know where I'm going these days. But it was really good. One of my favourite artists, actually. Okay, so anyways, that being said, group number 3, right? So this card here says, if committed, stay committed. Humus? It's definitely not hummus, is it? But recognition requires a proper trail. Use the daylight to face the night. Okay, so that is the message that we have there. Okay, very, very iconic artists. I say iconic because I really do feel that this connection that the two of you have is literally iconic. It is something that has got a mix of everything. I feel like there has also been pain in this connection for some reason. And if you're single, right, then what I'm seeing is that this connection that you are going to have with someone in 2020, because I'm seeing two things. If you're with someone right now, then I'm also describing the connection. But if you're going to be with someone in 2020, which I see that you will be, and you'll find someone in 2020, or talk to someone in 2020, that this connection is one of two ways. You know, it kind of has this extreme passion and this devotion, and it's just so iconic. You know, it feels like it's just, it has that impact. But at the same time, it also has this element of a bit of pain, you know, so take that bit as it resonates. I know that's not the nicest thing to hear, but every connection is about balance. No connection is 100% simple and easy and a perfect rainbow. Remember, to have a rainbow, we need a bit of rain, okay? So don't get worried when I said that, but it's what I'm seeing, right? I mean, he cut his ear off, so there's that, you know, it's you would see him as, you know, when you think about him, you'd see him as this artist who is just so exceptionally incredible, but he also went through his struggles, right? So I feel like the connection that you have here is just so incredible, but it's also had its fair share of struggles. And if you're single, what I'm seeing is that you will find someone who's absolutely incredible, but it will also be a relationship where you do feel a bit of a struggle, you know, where it's difficult to understand the person, or perhaps it's a bit difficult to get them to open up, things like that. So that's what I'm seeing. Okay, look at that, we have the moon card. So the way in which I actually do my pick a card readings, I shuffle the cards and then I place them into the piles. And this is after I actually meditate on the cards as well, not literally sitting on the cards, but meditate with the cards. Anyway, so that is how, you know, I get the cards, and you can see the moon card. The moon is ruled by Pisces. The moon is it's a very emotionally driven card. So the moon here is specifically a card that really does very much so represent hot and cold energy. It represents, you know, emotions not always being expressed. So that's something that's really coming through here with the moon card. But remember, the moon is about cycles and phases. Doesn't always, you know, cycles and phases don't always last forever. That's what I'm also seeing. We have the star card. This star card is very important. Because it's a star card, and star card is about a wish come true. But the star card is also about this beautiful glimmer of hope in a very dark sky. So what it is showing is that this connection has this relationship has a lot of progress that it can make in 2020. So even though it may seem like things are a little bit challenging, difficult, and perhaps emotionally draining, there is still a glimmer of hope. There is potential here, especially since we have this Wheel of Fortune. These cards also have other words written underneath it as well, which describes what's also in the cards. But, you know, I'm really reading these cards in relation to your question. And the one thing that I have found in regards to its symbolism is that we do have here this bird holding a little mini pentacle. This pentacle represents commitment, stability, and security. And that will open up for you as time progresses through 2020. So try not to worry too much about things, but of course pay attention to, you know, behavior and things like that. Very important. And try to protect yourself as much as you possibly can as well. You know, protecting yourself with that star card energy, allowing things to open up, allow this person to also really come to you as well. You know, let them pursue you, give them that space so that they can come to you as well. So that shows you something. The Wheel of Fortune here shows things opening up, shows abundance. The wheel turns and abundance comes your way. We're seeing a lot of progress as well with the wheel, where there's more to come. There really is more to come. And it also shows the new year, right? So the new year is very prosperous. So we have here the Nine of Swords. Now this Nine of Swords shows that you can be quite worried, especially with a situation like this. But it also shows here that you will be equally as balanced. So this here, all three of these cards show focus on yourself, right? Focus on your goals, your dreams, your hobbies. Let this person come to you. Let them prove their worth to you. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, Four of Swords. So this Nine of Swords here represents overthinking. a lot of overthinking. Try not to be in this energy. Instead, try and focus on you, rest, retreat, meditate. You know, there's a very spiritual connection between the two of you, which can also point to some kind of troubles and, you know, things being a bit challenging, but things are going to open up in this connection. There's a spiritual awakening that will take place. There is more to come. This is not a dead end relationship. This is not one that you are going to be constantly drained over unless you let your mind go to it, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. There are beautiful things coming your way in regards to this relationship. I'm even seeing that some of you right now might be like, oh my god, this reading is so horrible and so negative. It's really not. It's only negative if you let it get to your mind like that. If you change your focus and you think, wow, there's some really beautiful things to come, you know, there's a wish coming true here. There's also, you know, this indicator of, you know, yes, things can be difficult, but also there are cycles and phases. It's not going to last forever, right? And the Hanged Man showing that there is this beautiful sense of calmness and stillness in this relationship that can really be very beautiful and transformative and lovely. So that is what I'm seeing. It's not a bad reading. It's just that you might be dealing with emotions within yourself, the other person also dealing with those issues and those problems, but there is a wish come true. There is a huge amount of potential here for things to really come together, and if committed, stay committed, okay? That is what I'm seeing. So take that as it resonates. That is what I'm seeing, especially with the Nine of Swords and the Four of Swords. Be more in the Four of Swords energy than the Nine of Swords energy. Try not to battle with yourself constantly. Things will be okay. Things will progress. It's going to be okay. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. It will be okay. So that is what I'm seeing for you in 2020. If this reading resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below if you haven't already as well. Lots of information in there for private paid readings, the free reading giveaway, and of course my bracelets, which are on Etsy. I hope that you have a lovely day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, and take care. Bye.